Hey there, and welcome back to the farm, and welcome back to our channel. As you can see, we have some flour waiting here. Finally though, it took 2 months to actually get 1 package of flour. That means that Peggy could actually put it to good use in her bakery. Extra fine, premium plain flour. I do appreciate that very much though. It took a very long time. Oh, the second batch is almost done too. That is pretty decent though, right? Now all of this will be made in homemade bread, of course. We have a lot to do on the farm right now. We do have to seed the field. And, well, to be honest, that's about it though. You know, like, it is pretty decent. I'm not sure. Oh, the wheat is growing there again. If the wheat is growing here, then either Peggy did not mulch enough. I don't know. We will have to find out. We will have to check that our field out right now before we do anything. What we also have to do is buy another field right now. But that has to wait a little bit. Let's go. Okay, nobody's coming from there. And here. I mean, it does look decent though, doesn't it? So far, I do not see like weeds are growing. We did take care of the weeds though. Ah, yeah, there we are, there we are. I'm not sure what the blue means. Needs rolling. All right, well, we will roll, but not right now. So that means, by the way, that we want to go and visit what we are going to buy. Let's do it that way. Not everything has to be done by a phone call or actually via a computer, right? Now, this is the field that I have my eyes on. And as you can see, though, that's a lot of sunflowers. And the issue is, though, we do not have anything to harvest this with. Weed, large, herbicide. Yeah, we definitely do need to do that. Owned by Noah. It's a beautiful field though. Fertilize 100%, yield bonus 62%, only because of the herbicides causing a whole lot of damage. Now, this we can buy too. And number 9 we already have. Let's visit the one in the middle right now. Canola. Interesting. So yeah, what shall we actually buy? Now we have this one for 182,000. And this one is almost ready though. I think we are going to buy field number 6 first. It is bigger, I believe. Oh, 3.76. 3. All right, yeah, it is bigger though. So that's nice. There we go. Nice. So what we do have to do, we have to call someone that can take care of the herbicides over here. Let's investigate our other field too, because if it has herbicides again, we have to get rid of that. I don't think it has herbicides, so that's great. Growth, yeah. Oh, wheat large. Yeah, okay. It does has herbicides in it. No, this one does not. This little corner has. Okay, so that's okay. Whew. Oh, that's a surprise though, isn't it? So we really want to have a dedicated sprayer, like one of these 3 beauties. But right now we could actually buy this one, to be honest. That would be a pretty decent thing to do, but we don't need it right now. So what I would say is just we are going to lease it. Yeah, let's just lease the big boy. This is an interesting addition, but we don't need that. All right, details. Here we are. Peggy, I don't think so. We are going to name you after me again. Alright, a little tip though, for those that do not know. If you do it yourself, you will have nothing here anymore. You will destroy that. And that is a pretty sad thing to do, by the way, right? Isn't it? So my advice is hire someone, because the AI does not destroy any crops. So yeah, that is the only benefit that you can get from that though, in my opinion, if you really care about it at all. But man, this is a nice place to plant some more trees and everything later on, I have to say too, huh? Yeah, what are we going to do with this little barn? This is a prime location for a house, by the way. I'm just saying, right? It is absolutely fantastic. Because then you have a nice overview over the fields over there. Then you are close here to a little bit of the industrial part of the farm. Sure, but it's a very nice place. But what we are going to do right now is we are just going to sell this one. Sell it right away. Beautiful. We can also make another barn here where we can store, let's say, vehicles if we want to, or anything like that, though. The options are big. Oh boy. Now, I do love this part, though. We might actually take our own tractor. Yeah, let's do that. Careful, though. I own the place. Where's my tractor? Peggy? Where did you put my tractor? I totally forgot. Yep. It's being used right now. That means that we have to take Peggy's tractor. Yeah, this tractor is massive though. Absolutely, what a monster. Over 400 horsepower. I believe even more though. Yeah, I believe this one has way more than 400. Let's see actually. I'm now very, very curious. Vehicles. Now let's see. The John Deere. This one. 458 horsepower. That is a lot though. Wait a minute. We don't have seats in this big boy? No. Interesting. Gets disturbing. What the? What's that for magic trick? What are you... That woman is the end of this farm, though. I'm telling you, man. If the people find out that there's black magic happening here, though, nobody will buy anything anymore. Now, we cannot read that, apparently. Yeah, we cannot read that, so that means that... Peggy, can you put the seed bags close to our trailer here? Once you are done. Right, yeah, these though, the big bags. Interesting. So we really do need... Okay, I already have a solution for that in my mind. It's a typical Peggy thing, let's just say. She didn't understand the task, I think, right? Because... I don't know, man. Oh, it's even on! Alright, let's just put this one back a little bit. Just like that. Put the engine off. And now we are going to fill her up. Let's just use this one. Or are you going to do that, Peggy? I don't think she will. If she does, I just lift her up and throw her in the river. There we go. And that's a beautiful thing about having another one of these, right? You know, it's going to be so useful. Especially if we are doing this long term, right? You know, but like I said, we have a better solution already planned for situations like this. And it's going to just be way more efficient than in that way. Perfect balance. I do think though we do need just a handful of these. Peggy is such a chicken egg hoarder, I'm just saying, right? You know, like, she thought the production of the bakery will just steamroll and it will become a worldwide supplier of bread and pies. Although we are just a local company right now at this very point. But you gotta dream though, right? If you don't dream, you have nothing in this world. To be honest, I think 3 of these bags, see, already did put 1 of them in there. Must be enough. Man, look how rich we are getting on the eggs alone. Oh, let's see. Can you imagine right now? I mean, it will be funny, but it's not that we want to do that. No. That's petrol. Yeah, we cannot do anything there. What about a little bit further? There we go. Now it's taking. Hello there, Peggy. And that's about that. Awesome sauce though. The other one we can just take whenever we have to. This is going to be our small... Yeah, this is not going to be a storage place anymore though. It's going to be small vehicles. Like Peggy's, carrots, maybe. I don't know. Now, this vehicle is also cultivating at the same time, right? Well, you don't really have to cultivate with a cultivator, but it is doing everything at once. It's a direct planter, though, and I like that idea. It comes with a lot of pros and a lot of cons, of course. You know, it is just a quicker way with certain things, but you still gotta be very careful, though. And you gotta be very careful for, also, let's say, weeds and such evilness. Alright, awesome. And with fertilizing, it is just way more controllable at this point. And here we go. Yeah, I mean, the fertilizer and the wheat is just doing really, really, really good right now. It's just very slow. It's nice and direct. You're saving a lot of money. You're saving a lot of time. It does technically 3 jobs at once. So that's really, really good. It's fantastic even. We only need to put a roller over this in a second. And then, you know, hey, we're all happy, aren't we? We are going to use this one too once we do have all 3 fields together. Well, there might be a road in the middle of one of them because that's what Peggy wanted. And if Peggy wants it, Peggy sometimes gets it though, or else she goes crazy. But don't tell her that. Nah, she's not like that though. It's kind of cool though, right? Think about it. We are doing everything so much quicker right now. Because I remember the days, the good old days though, that we had to fertilize like we did. Then we had to cultivate, fertilize. No, cultivate, roll, fertilize. Then we had to seed. Then we had to roll. And we had to fertilize. And I have to drive a little bit better. And then we were technically done. We did not lime this time though. So I think we do need to lime still. Do we still have lime, I wonder? Wait a minute. Do we need to lime here? Let's put this one off for a second. It would increase by 2 to 5% though yield. So technically we are losing out a little bit. Unless we are going to lime right now, but that will be bad. So I kind of missed yeah. Now, the thing though is with this field, you might think I did it in a very strange way, and I totally agree with you right there though. The issue is though, I tried to figure out a way to do this field in different ways, right? But to be honest, better stay with the true and tried. And by that I do mean, of course, you know, where we can actually, how shall I say, do the center first and then the outskirts. Yeah, so we can do in the center, we can do the straight lines, and then outside we can just go around it the way how we should. Because right now we just mess it up. We are wasting, of course, seeds and fertilizer and stuff like that. But sometimes you gotta try. Maybe you come up with a genius way, and sure thing, the way how I did plan it right now was not a genius way though, but it was a decent way anyways. Can we touch that one? Of course we cannot, and neither that one, so we screwed that one up totally right now. But it is fun though to try it in different ways. It is absolutely fun, and it's your farm. You can do with it what you want, man. If you want to make a painting here, you can do it too. Okay, there we have another little batch that we did not go through. But yeah, this is abysmal though, right? You know, but it is fun. It is fun. So for very strange fields that are not blocks or perfect circles or have squares or any form with round corners though, this is the best way to do it though. Go in the middle, do the lines, and then do the outskirts. That's the best way. Alrighty. And just like that. And lift that one up. Awesome. I mean, we did not use the full length of it either. So it could have done in more than half of the time, but I'm happy by how it went though in the end. We learned, and that is the most important thing. Sometimes I'm just stubborn though. Sometimes I think like, you know, there has to be a different way, right? You know, and yeah, of course, there's always a different way. Now, does this grass grow, I wonder? Does this grass grow? I see a little bit of, yeah, it does grow just very slow. If it doesn't grow, we have to do something about that later on. So Peggy, we only need 100,000 though. Can you sell Grandpa's kidneys? I wouldn't do that though. Oh, how very nice. He's grateful. Ah, respect the boss now. Nah, I don't like to call myself boss. I mean, if you have to remind someone that you are the boss, then you are not the boss. Ooh. Here we go. Ooh, oh, did you see that? I didn't. Come on. There we go. Yep. And Peggy, do you want to do the rolling? Thank you. Someone above wants to tell Peggy. He can do a way better job of cleaning though. But Peggy, do you want to do the rolling? Yeah. Alright, I prepare it for you right over here. There we go. Just turn it off. Very nice. Nah, this is not good though, right? Because this will just stand in the way technically in real life and all. But then again, you don't want to get too close there either. So, Peggy, what do you think? No? What about here? Nah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Let's just stop it. Let's just stop and drop it. Fences, decoration. Yeah, that's some nice stuff that I can plant everywhere. Okay, the new weather system though. I forgot to plant it after the tornado. I think a weather station improves the weather forecast available to your farm from Pestle Instruments. I think around here somewhere will be nice. Yeah, to be honest, no. Right over here. That would be pretty decent to have. It's nice there. I mean, why not? Is it really making all of that noise? Let's check it out. This is weird. It's like sci-fi alien type of technology at this point though with the sounds. But anyways, I hope it will upgrade everything and it will be a good addition to the farm. So yeah, this is the issue right now. That doesn't make much sense. Either Peggy did not fertilize, or, well, we know that she did, or the seeder did not fertilize, and it should, because we did see it drop down. Anyways, it's at 50%, so I'm not sure what's going on. The yield bonus is pretty high though, and weeds are growing, which is very bad. So now we do need to find a weeder right away, I would say. We could do it next month, but I think right now would be the best to do it right away. Now, of course, we want to check in on the workers here. Now, hopefully, the fine workers around here. Oh, what's going on? Aha. Fine workers are hopefully hard at work and not hardly working, because we are not paying for that. Let's see, 501 liter. Not a bad thing though, not a bad thing at all. So I don't think this is actually going to be worth it though, because we do need to lease something what is worth 25,000, believe it or not. It is absolutely crazy if you think about it. And the sunflowers are not worth a lot though, but they are in their prime right now. And we have two fields, one that is much smaller than this one. It's not going to be worth a lot, I think though, but we will have to find out. Now, what we did order is, not that one of course, the header. Ooh, which one was it? The 450, yeah, there we go. Details, no. Combinations, yes. Now we have to have this one. And this gave me almost a heart attack though. Look at that, 25,000 though. Per workday, 4,000. Base cost, 9,000. Per work hour, 10,000. Do you want to lease it for 25,000? I mean, we really have to get this going a freaking sap. So if Peggy is done, can you get the trailer ASAP and then just right next to me, please? I mean, I do love this combine though. This is really crazy. And by the way, it could be worth a lot though, because we are getting all the seeds. And my experience is, if you have something like a harvester without any storage built in, it is absolutely worth a lot, you know. By the way, I really want a picture of this thing. Let's get out. By the way, I think this is one of those beautiful vehicles that you can actually haul a trailer yourself, right? Yeah, this thing is not going to the side, although we probably could. Let's check it out on the farm. Because these are one of the things that we really want to have later on. Also for beets and all, beetroots. Alright, now let's see. Yeah, I cannot seem to get it to work in a different way. That's going to be interesting. Now, if it's not this one, then we have to buy or lease another item too. And then it's so expensive. There we are. Yeah, that's that. Okay, I have a lot of hope on this little girl right now. This might not be doom and gloom at all, though. Think about that for a second. Alright, let's lower this big boy. Unfold pipe first. Oh, there we go. Very, very nice. It's already 1% full though. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Oh, Peggy, are you already there, huh? Very nice, very nice. This is not bad, I have to say. To be very honest. Oh. What happened there? Yeah, this is not good. So we might have lost all the seeds from this little thing over here. Which is very, very bad though. I'm not sure what happened. I had a feeling though. I had to go. Oh, wow, look at this, man. That's impressive. Oh. Wait a minute. I want to try something out. it is automatically going to aim. So Peggy, what do you want? Do you want to drive next to me? Or shall we do it easy mode? I think we are going to do it easy mode, right? There we go, just like this. Okay, we have a lot of shaft though. Interesting. Oh no. By the way, Peggy, I think I did get the wrong combine for the job. I think so. Yeah, this is for bio. I think this is for bio though. Now I have to think really, really hard for a second. Now this combine harvester though she'll do the trick. It's our own Massey over here. The issue is though, what the? I was thinking about like you know, the headers, you know, I was checking the combinations and all that it wouldn't fit, and then I didn't think about a different combine just makes chaff or anything like that for biofuel and all, right? So, you know, that is that again. It is very interesting though, like how easy you can make a mistake if you're not careful. But it's part, man, it's part, and that's what I love about this. Massive mistake, wasted 25,000 though for lower than an hour work. That is a massive investment failure. That could bankrupt, you know, the average farmer, one might say. But it's because we did invest in a lot of passive income. We can actually take that blow to the face, you know. But oh boy. So because this harvester right now we can actually use for pretty much anything. We only need a different attachment though. Now hopefully it works. It does. Awesome sauce. Now hopefully we can turn it on with this thing too. It is not the strongest one to begin with, so you know, I'm not too worried about this. But at the same time, you know, like we have to be more careful with our investment. But at the same time right now, Peggy wants to focus on building her empire on Pallet for now. That means that we can invest in a proper working place though, right? You know, for on our farm, or we can buy that factory for 288,000. First though, we need to complete that one field over there. And we could make an entire sunflower field there too. That would be pretty nice to have, to be honest, right? You know, hey, farmer over here. And you know, like, I think that will be a pretty decent investment too, right? So that's something that we have to work with. And that is that, though. Yeah, this is going to cost me a ton, though. A ton. But, I mean, is it so bad, though? The price of experience is worth a lot more than that we did put in here at the moment. Man, it feels sour, though. You know what I mean? But at least the fields we did get in a premium, though. That's very nice. Now we are going to go with this field right over there. But, to be honest, 51,000 though. I mean, that is not so bad. But it's not so good either, you know. But I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. Could be a little bit more secure, right, like that. And it keeps on going, keeps on flowing. I believe weeds, though, do deliver way more. But I think this might be worth more than anything right now, right? Because, you know, think about it. It is way smaller, you know, what we are dealing with here. Peggy, if you want to, you can grab a couple. I know you like to eat them salty. Get out of there, though. Oh, it's a dream, though. But anyways, Peggy, do you see the green field right over there? The one behind that is the one that you will have to harvest, all right? Can you do it? Awesome sauce. All right, boys and girls, let's go and deliver this beautiful haul of sunflower seeds. It is a lot. It is 16k. Oh, 166k. That is not so bad, though. The sell is pretty decent, though, by the way. The price is around 1,357, something like that. And I have to say, yeah, it might be around 60,000 to 70,000 worth. In the meanwhile, our passive income did get us back up, so I'm not too bitter about losing 25,000. It's still a lot of money, though, right? You know, we could have had extra 25,000. That is something that you normally don't think about when you play games like that, but it's a real thing, though, right? You know, like, it's better to still have it than to have lost it. But let's go to the farmer's market and let's sell it. Was it worth it, though? 40k? Actually not. 20k. Peggy, I don't think sunflowers are worth it, but we could grow it if you want to, so we can make oils from that. That is a very good option, though. But we can also plant some other stuff there, like corn or anything like that, though. So we have to think about it. It's very important. But by that, I also want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you guys then. Stay happy, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe, though. Bye-bye.